As Martha, I'm Mike Duval, father of this wonderful bride here, Christina. And, after 3 years of the pandemic, I tell you, it's really, it helps you slow down in life and just take a perspective here. But it's so nice to be celebrating something fun and positive with family and friends. So thank you all. And just, people that come from all over the country, had to change their plans and, leave their work and everything. And people that come from anywhere from Rochester, Youngstown, South Carolina, Nebraska, Texas, and elsewhere. So thank you all for being here. We really appreciate it. And I also want to highlight three special people that could not be here, that if it wasn't for them and the sacrifices they've given up over the years, this wouldn't be taking place. And that's Gunner's 93-year-old grandfather, Richard, Christina's grandma, Bernice, my mom, and Pat, and Margaret, Patty's mom. And I want to give them a round of applause for all of I also want to highlight two very special people. Well, Maureen's special, but that's all right. Maureen, can you please stand? This is their 45th wedding anniversary. They fell off as teenagers, and 45 years later, they're still going strong. So,
Thank you, Mike.
Thank you.
And I also want to pay special attention, special thanks to Patty. My wife Patty, her love and hard work to put in all this planning from the Youngstown cookie table, which those of you who don't know what it is, you're going to find out in the next few hours in here too. But just all the love in that, one of the things, for those of us that are from a town like Youngstown is the love pours out in food a lot of times. And Patty's been baking cookies nonstop for the last couple months in there too. As have many family and friends. And I'm King stand up and give a standing ovation here. Thank you much. Okay, now the center of attention. Finally, you're young life, Christina has been called many names in her young life. Christina, Tina, Christiana, and Maggie's favorite, Babe. Supposedly, her siblings said she got favorite treatment. She could come in later. We didn't get punished her as much, and all that stuff there too. And that's totally untrue. We love all our kids exactly the same, right, Babe? But I tell you, what's in the name? I mean, Christina, we love that name as soon as we were figuring out when Patty was pregnant with Christina. And her great-great-grandmother was also named Christina, and she was born, little history, born back in Poland in 1879. And she's called Christina with Y's instead of I's, but anyways, that was the only difference. But she had 8 children and raised them, created this country before World War I. And anyone that knew her loved her. She was an amazing woman. I met her, and she died when I was 5 years old in Youngstown, but all of Youngstown just loved my great-grandma in there too. I love her too because we used to call her Bubba, because in Poland, Bubba, I guess means grandmother. I just thought it was Bubba, I was only a 5-year-old kid. We're going to go see Bubba, but she was an amazing woman. And I'm sure right now, she's smiling down from heaven now and saying her namesake, Christina here, is an amazing young woman as well. And she sure is. And really, ever since Christina has come into this earth here, she's been a bundle of joy since her arrival. And thank goodness, because between this one, Alyssa, and Kevin, and especially this one, Maggie, we had our hands full. Fortunately, this little angel came here, Christina, and she was one of our earliest memories of Christina. I guess this is another name I got to give Christina. I'll call her LMI, a little bit independent. I used to, when we would take her to preschool, Pat would always stick me with, being the bad guy. I'd have to take do their hair, and I would put Christina's hair up in pigtails, and I was terrible at it. I admit I was terrible at it. So one day I was doing it, and Christina said, "Dad, I got this." And she did it. She did it far better than me. I've never done her hair since then. But I felt so helpless, then it's like, what the heck? This kid, She was growing up, I don't know if she was 3 years old or how old she was, but it was pretty humbling, I guess, too. And I tell you, Christina, like her siblings, enjoyed playing sports growing up. And unfortunately, she got carted all over Central Ohio playing this game called soccer, which for any soccer parents out there, where's Jimbo? Where's Jimmy at? Yeah. You go out there.
Love soccer, Mike.
You go out there in the rain for 2 hours, and it's either 0-0 or 1-1. So we were thrilled. Christina had this sport called volleyball. It was inside. They scored points, and she was really good at it. I think she set a circuit record in there. So it was pretty cool. They were cutting her own path in there as well too. And I tell you, one day when Christina was growing up, she said, "Dad," she said, "how come I'm so short?" And she said, and I said, "Well, being a good dad, I had to be honest with her." I said, "Christina," I said, "I got to tell you the truth. It's your sister's fault. They took all the tall genes, but I tell you, what Christina lacks in size, for anybody that knows Christina, they know she has a heart the size of Texas, and she's got as much grit and determination as anyone when she sets her mind to something. She's a special young lady. It's on her nose. And Christina's always enjoyed life. She had an awesome, great group of friends growing up. Many are in this bridal party right now. She enjoyed summer camps and experiences at Camp Akita. And she had 3 dogs growing up, and she was truly affectionate with all of our dogs, and just very affectionate with all of our dogs, from Sammy to Sophie to Stella. But I tell you, as she was growing through high school, all the parents in Hilliard found out that she was tremendous with babies and toddlers, and she made a life-changing decision in her summer that she graduated from high school, was going to go to UD, University of Dayton. She babysat full-time for 2 families in Hilliard. And she made a lot of money, and all that Hilliard wanted her to babysit all the time there. But anyway, after doing this, she was going to be a teacher, but then she decided, you know what, I think I'm going to change from education to accounting. So, with that decision she made there, that changed everything. Little did she know at the time that allowed a certain fellow from Rochester to soon enter the picture. Christina, in her time at UD, she had made lots of friendships. Again, many of her friends are in the wedding party right now tonight. She picked up a degree along the way and met her future hubby as well. In her sophomore year, Christina told us about this guy named Gunner. And I thought, that's the coolest name I ever heard. And when Patty and I met Gunner, from the first moment in there, we thought, what a gentleman. We honestly did, from the first moment in there, too.
Gunny.
Unlike Danny and Tom. Okay. The yellow ball's but legend has it that Gunner, when Gunner first met Christina in there too, he told his buddies, "Back off, she's mine." And I like that. He knows what he wants, and and I was just saying, it reminds me when I met Patty. I know within the first few days, she was mine. It took her months to realize how awesome I was. But over the years, we've gotten to know Gunner's parents, Kurt and Sandy, who threw an awesome welcome party last night. Thank you, Kurt and Sandy. We've gotten to know Gunner's awesome quiet brother Max, loving wife Karen. And it's great to see the family things they do together, from camping to boating to fishing. It's just an awesome family that they're joining, and we're thrilled that Christina joined this wonderful family. And Gunner, our gift to you is our daughter Christina. Your gift to us is the happiness we see in her face that you bring to her, and we truly mean that. And I guess I didn't bring a glass up here. Can I borrow one of these glasses? If you could please, about 5 minutes. Right?
You're well beyond, Mike.
serious. Okay. May the good Lord be always present in your marriage. May your love grow stronger each day as you grow together. But this is very important. Before you grow too old too quickly,